Hey guys, this is Mike Iacoviva, Success Catalyst for Young Digital Hustlers, and in today's video, I'm actually in Main Street, Virginia, Warrenton, Virginia, and you know, I believe that everything happens for a reason. Call me crazy, but I'm one of those people where it seems like everything that happens in life actually happens for a reason. And this video wouldn't have been created if I didn't give in to temptations today, this morning. When I got out of bed, you know, all I wanted to do was listen to anime music. So I gave into that desire to listen to anime music, Inuyasha, Wolf's Rain, Ghost in the Shell, Naruto, even some game music like Final Fantasy. I gave into the desire to do that, even though that really wasn't beneficial for me. And for my focus this morning, it just wasn't beneficial for anything, but I'm getting the day going now with this video. So I want to talk about something called avoidance behaviors. And what I did was really a form of avoidance behavior. I avoided starting the day. You know, some part of me wanted to avoid really beginning the day with power like I did yesterday. And I just avoided doing the things that needed to be done. You know, a lot of us, we avoid the things that we know need to be done. In fact, most of us live our lives based on our emotional state, how we feel in the moment, instead of our purpose and who we want to become. We don't think about who we want to be, and if this action, if this thing we do will benefit us in the long run. We just base our actions on our emotional state. So if we're depressed, we'll eat junk food. You know, we don't feel like it, we won't go to the gym and work out. And so we base our desires on our emotional state. And so that's avoidance behavior. We avoid the things that need to be done. So I'm going to share something called negation protocols that I've developed. Now this is something that I call negation protocols. There's probably other people that call it something similar to that. But basically, you know, there's ways you can stop yourself from being able to avoid the behaviors that need to get done, or greatly limit the ability to prevent yourself from doing the things that need to be done. So a negation behavior, or a negation protocol rather, excuse me. So let's say that you know, instead of me listening to anime music this morning, what if I just deleted the YouTube app from my phone, or the SoundCloud app, or the Spotify app, so that I wouldn't be able to actually listen to the anime music, right? That would stop me from being able to actually engage in that activity. Now, I'm not deleting my SoundCloud app because I have Fearless Motivation on there and I use that to get super fired up and it puts me in the right mental state to crush my day. But you can get rid of apps on your phone, just like notifications. Like a lot of people give in to notifications. The little red color on notifications is actually proven to make people want to, you know, interact with the app, interact with the notification, open it up, see what the notifications, you know, notifying them about. So, you know, that color it is guaranteed to make you distracted. And so if you just remove notifications on certain apps on your phone, you won't be distracted, obviously, right? There's even a tool I use to avoid being distracted, and I'm actually going to go into this in a full course I plan on releasing in the future, and I might even share it on a webinar pretty soon, actually, for that course. But there's a tool. Well, there's a really cool tool called Freedom. You can use a tool like Freedom to block yourself from accessing certain websites. It's called a blacklist, and you can whitelist to allow certain websites that you really need to be you know, focusing on. So certain websites that you need for that project at hand, you can allow, and other websites that will distract you, like maybe social media, YouTube, or anything else that you usually get distracted by. Hopefully not like porn sites, right? You can blacklist that to stop yourself from accessing those sites. So that's a form of negation protocol. You know, you're stopping yourself from being able to even be able to access those sites to begin with. So there's no way you can do it. In fact, it locks you out, and you have to wait for the time to end if you're in locked mode, something called locked mode. But if you have to wait for the time to end in order to re-access the website that was distracting you in the first place, which you shouldn't be on at all anyway. But really, just think of different ways you can stop yourself. Maybe put things further away from you, or even when you listen to certain things over and over again, to replace old negative patterns of thinking. That's actually a form of negation protocol. That's a long-term negation protocol that will take effect the more you do it. So, listening to death metal music, I used to listen to a lot of death metal music, and I think when I actually re-engaged or re-listened to like some music yesterday, in fact, this is a great form of avoidance behavior, that I really kind of found myself involved with yesterday, unfortunately. I was in this coffee shop here. I'm about to go to it today and work on some stuff. But I was in this coffee shop and, my emotions kind of dropped. I wasn't fully energized at one point, and I might have had too much coffee and I eventually crashed. But, I just wanted to listen to, death metal music to make me more, to get that dopamine rush, basically. And to feel more alive, more excited, and elevate my energy. So, listening to death metal music probably led to opening that neural pathway such that it's such ingrained, because I revisited that habit over and over and over again yesterday by listening to different tunes I used to listen to, death metal, Scar Symmetry, Weighty, all those kind of bands. And so I reopened that neural pathway, and it was just so easy for me to give in to those temptations. That's why probably I wanted to listen to anime music this morning. So I could have, again, like I said, removed the SoundCloud app, Spotify app, or I just could have just took a breather, maybe just a 5-second breather, and thought, this really won't benefit me. And I could have went outside and jumped up in the air or something like that to raise my energy. Because the only thing I was really after at that point was raising my energy level, was having more dopamine. It's that neurotransmitter, that brain chemical associated, it's released when you exercise and you work out. And with that dopamine, which is what a lot of people also get when you eat sugar and sugary stuff, you get that dopamine high, So just think of ways you can stop yourself from avoiding the things that need to get done.